Good afternoon, folks. We were working on the Empire State Trail again, heading eastbound. I gotta try to remember where we left off because all this has changed. So, yeah. I'm staying at Glimmerglass State Park for 2 nights, so we'll have a lot of time to do stuff like this now. Compared to where we left off last time. I don't even know where we left off last time. Heading eastbound, but we'll see what happens. Alright folks, we're back again on the Empire State Trail heading eastbound. So much has changed. I can't find my marker from last time. In fact, because of all the westbounds, I forgot what I did to mark the area. Plus that, there was no foliage or anything out. And it was like, what, 30 degrees? So, with that being said, on our last eastbound episode, there was that farm field and that old railroad bridge like trestle thing. It's right there. So that's where the farm field and trestle is. So yeah, we turned around about here somewhere, and I made a notation somewhere, but it's since been mowed and growing in. I don't even know where I left off or what I even did to mark it. Expecting to come back in another week, 2, 3. And then here it has been 6 months. So, yeah, this looks like the spot right here because there's all these posted signs. Kind of want to say I think it was this tree, but I'm not sure because you had all this posted property. So that's where we are, continuing eastbound. There's the old railroad bridge there we seen in the last episode, but without the foliage when it was sub-zero. Nice little breeze to keep the flies away. I want to say it was this tree. This is the only thing that's close by. Yeah, I can't remember. It's been that long. It's been 6 months. That's something along the trail on that side. As I kind of remember the private property going off that way, and I remember something here. I thought it was a stump. But I don't know. Either way, whatever I used to mark it with, I think it was a piece of plastic I found along the ground. But again, if I marked it off there somewhere, good luck finding it. Oh, here we go, eastbound. I think our next town is Little Falls. And we were not that far away from the road. 167 is right there. I hear something. So what a transition. It wouldn't be the Empire State Trail if you didn't have a train in it, right? Yep, that's still the running joke. Amtrak. No horns this time, but we're in the middle of nowhere. But I'm sure you hear the clinkety clink clink. Oh, I said no horns. He just wanted to make a point. No horns, you say? You're making the video. As I was saying, it's a running joke for this trail. Yeah, I'm staying at the Glimmerglass State Park. It's about a 40-minute drive from here. That might be the base of operations for now. So it's too late in the evening to do any hiking trails there. So I'm like, well, I haven't done anything eastbound on the Erie Canal Trail in a while. Boy, that wind though is getting strong. There is a front moving through right now. Not used to seeing so many people on the trail. It's been a while. At least with the breeze, the deer flies, the gnats, the mosquitoes aren't bothering me right at the moment, so that's a good thing. Don't mind the creep of the video camera, folks. That'd be interesting if somebody comes across this video and go, oh yeah, I remember that weird looking guy holding the video camera walking down the trail some random time of day. Yeah, this used to be an old railroad bed, so yeah, I never did find that spot, so not sure where I left off last time. I'm sure if I would have seen these signs up here, I'd know the road was coming up, but for some reason, oh, maybe I was pushing the limits. Maybe that's what happened. I can't even remember. As I would think if I was seeing these signs, I would at least made it to the road, but I can't recall. That guy totally heard me talking to myself. Because again, when you look back, I saw nobody. So during that time I was talking to you, he had already come around the corner way down there, and yeah, I gotta get used to that now. And again, last time we were doing this, we were staying at hotels at $100 something a night. 2 nights at the state park, $35. So, yeah. Now they kept saying, well, when the state park's open, well, they're open and we're camping, so. It's kind of a toss-up. Do I go to the Adirondacks or do I explore a little more? And I decided, well, what the heck, I'll go explore some more. That's what happened at Bowman Lake. I just went on a whim because I seen it on the way home. I seen the exit sign for it on the interstate, and I'm like, you know what, I should check that out. It's been a wet year. Oh! Somebody get hit up here? As I was saying, it's been a wet year. That sums it up. I don't know where I was going with that. Obviously the PA trip failed. Well, I can't say failed in content that I wanted to create. So it's just the East Coast is just doesn't stop getting rained on. In fact, I think it's still calling for rain tonight. It rained 2 nights ago. We haven't had a dry weekend, and I'm thinking they're saying months. 6 months we haven't had a dry weekend. Culvert. And this puts an example on why. If you watched the last episode, I don't even know what number that was. I know I ended westbound on 32, but the last episode, eastbound, you went from bare trees to foliage, and now you see why. Well, here you go. What can you see? Can you see any historic structures down there? No. You can in the winter, but it's totally a different environment during the summertime. Yeah, I guess you could call it summer. Close enough. A menagerie of signs coming up. So we're gonna cross this road. It's Route 167. I want to say into Little Falls. So Space Needle. Again, if this was a road still, this would be a road crossing. Danger. Going straight across here. And a nice gradual turn. We go around. Looks like some visitors on the other end of the trail. Or maybe that's somebody I passed. I don't remember. The car wasn't there when I parked. You want to wait to cross the road from the sounds of it? Run! I'm running. I just waddle. Let's put a crosswalk, so people are supposed to yield for you, but speaking of the rain, this has been how it's been. It just doesn't dry out. Maybe that's what I was going with it before. As it's rained so much, it doesn't dry out. Because it'll be sunny for 2 days, and you get 3 inches of rain the next. It's still running out of the forest. Well, this section shouldn't be more than a half mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile. Because I've been up to this end before. It comes up to like a sketchy street. So once we get to the residences on said sketchy street, I'll probably just go, hey, look down there. That's where we're going to start next time. Again, as I mentioned on my westbound videos, sorry, I thought somebody was coming up behind me, is that we're going to be following highways for a lot of the time, so the traffic noise. And as I said before, I don't understand why people be using their headphones right now either on these videos, but I keep thinking somebody's behind me. Obstacle course. Looks like you're coming up to that sketchy street already, actually. Good indication you're on the railroad right away. Ballast. There's like a little ditch in here too. Alright, this is going to be a short bit of section. I just wanted to finish up to where we divided the 2 episodes. So, I might go find some railroad tracks to hang out next to for the next hour. I did check train dar before I come down. There's nothing in the area. But here's the road I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll just stop here then. Let's step over 2 sides here. You can see some signs and stuff here. It's just a road walk with residences, so you know what? I'm curious actually. But that's where we're gonna start next time, is at that gate with the blue house behind it. Of course, I'm never gonna remember the color of the house, but when I zoom you down this way, you're gonna see a menagerie of signs. So yeah, we'll call it here. Short episode to get things kicking again. Yeah. So ain't much. If you want to see what's in between the billiards on this side and that barricade down there, just go walk outside your house and follow your neighborhood street, because that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, we'll end it there, folks. We'll start up there at the gate on our next episode and see how far we get there. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.
The Kissing Bridge. But as News Channel 9's Victoria Kellogg shows us, last night's flooding's taken a toll on the village's architectural history.
Before anyone had time to react, the water was already rushing. By 10 o'clock Tuesday night, basements were underwater, roads soaked, and even this piece of the village's history couldn't stand a chance.
All the debris, tree limbs, tree trunks, and all sorts of stuff just slamming into the bridge.
The Kissing Bridge, nestled in Jordan's Canal Park, was just restored over a year ago. This time, purposely built taller, in hopes that it could stand future flooding. Yet even that extra height wasn't enough, spilling over for the first time in years.
We saw the water approaching the bottom of that and going over the decking. It was very concerning. I haven't assessed the damage of the park with the flooding, but I know there's numerous flower beds and stuff in there that our village workers work very hard to maintain, and I think those are underwater.
I'm standing just a few feet away from the Skinny Atlas Creek, which the current is still going pretty fast. Officials, they have blocked off this parking right here. That's because the water eroded the pavement, and they're nervous that cars might go in. That's how fast the water rose last night.
It's going to take a tremendous amount of money in today's standard to get that repaired. We don't have the means or the money to do it. So it's going to be, I'm guessing, a Corps of Engineers thing.
Cleanup now underway, and just like the iconic Kissing Bridge, the villagers are holding strong. In Jordan, Victoria Kellogg, News Channel 9.
Yeah, we hiked that when we did the Jordan episode on the Empire State Trail. Figured I'd throw that in there. We got like 2-something inches of rain in a day. flooding.